Hi guys, this is the advisor and welcome back to the channel of upright men and women. Guys, on Friday, March 28th, I saw several insertions of an extremely disturbing piece of news. And this piece of news, this incident, strikes at the very heart of institutionalized corruption in Jamaica. And I'm going to give you two specific instances of why this is so. And I'm going to tell you the two specific government institutions is in which this rampant, blatant, and in-your-face corruption has been going on, but under the aegis and the auspice of both political administrations, whether PNP or JLP, it never stops. And let me tell you what those two institutions are, and explain to you how they cause the deaths of many, many innocent people in this country, and has continued and is continuing to jeopardize the lives of innocent Jamaicans. I'm talking first of all the motor vehicle examination depots across the island. The corruption there is so deep and institutionalized that it's a joke. It's a total joke. But let me first tell you the first piece of news. On Friday, March 28th, a man was in court charged with manslaughter. Why was he charged with manslaughter? Because his car had gotten out of control and had rammed into 5 people. Rammed them into a wall, pressed them against the wall. All were injured, but a little 2-year-old baby girl had died in that accident. This incident actually happened on the 23rd of July, 2022. And it ended up in court for trial on Friday the 28th. Now, here is what came out in the trial. And listen to me. The accused is a man called Myon Owens. And Myon Owens can neither read nor write. Him see him name Pambula, him name it. I mean, really clueless when it comes to reading and writing. Yet the man have a full driver's license to also drive not only standard but automatic, because it's a general license. And you're not supposed to get a general license unless you can drive stick shift. But if you think that that is the concern, listen up. The charges were lessened from manslaughter to causing death by dangerous driving, which means that automatically lessens the sentence. Because manslaughter, which was the original charge, the sentence would have been more. But it not stopped this up. He was given a sentence of 3 years. Yes, he went in the court, he pleaded guilty and was given a 3-year sentence. But guess what? The sentence was suspended for 2 years. Which means that if he does not commit any offense over the next 2 years, that's it. Everything is done. Right, that's all. In other words, the man kill off the people them pick me and walk out of court scotch-free. But here is the thing. Nobody at all in the court try to find out how him come by the license. A man who can't read and write have a general driver's license. And you, the court, had made absolutely no attempt to find out how the man come by it. Somebody had to have signed off on it. And whoever signed off on it is the cause of the little baby's death. And nobody in the court made that connection. No, they did not. No, sister, some chickeny business in that. A go on in the motor vehicle examination depots. And I don't know it a go on, I can remember back in about 2001. Or if I know 2001 or 2002. In that same Spanish Town area where this current incident happened, a man was found driving taxi who could not read nor write. And this was in the Star newspaper. They asked the man to spell automobile, he couldn't spell it. They asked him to spell gear stick, he couldn't spell it. They asked him to spell windshield, he couldn't spell it. So what they did now, they asked him, spell car, just spell car, spell car. And that taxi driver said T-A-C, T as in Tony, A-C as in cat. T-A-C car. And that was big in the Star. Did anybody look for the examination, go to the examination depot and find out who signed off on that driver's license? No. Nobody cares. Everybody. And I'm going to tell you the reason behind that. I remember a few years ago, I was speaking to someone who was closely connected to a certain MP in the Spanish Town region in the St. Catherine area. And I was referring to that person pertaining to matters like this. And you know what he said to me? He said, listen, it is an open secret that nobody gets driver's license unless they buy it. Or rather, unless they bribe to get it. And he says that every single politician in Jamaica who is anybody, they have a worker working at these examination depots. And they have a quota that they have to bring in every week. Once they're full, the MP or the whichever top politicians quota, then them can't take anything off of that for themselves. But their reason for getting the job as a motor vehicle examiner, that means to certify a car as fit even when it's unfit, to give your driver's license to people who cannot drive, and upgrade license and so on and so forth. They have to meet their quota for their politician handler or they will lose them work. So they will go out willy-nilly and their job is just to bring in the money. I mean, I talk about PNP and JLP politicians because they are all in it together. Over the years, this has caused a lot of innocent people to lose their lives in traffic accidents. And the reason why Jamaican insurance is so high is precisely because of that. When you cannot even spell the word car and get a driver's license and the entire country turns a blind eye, you know there's something wrong. Because who all of them in it, who all of them politicians, they have them man up there where they give them quota of millions of dollars every year. And it is we who pay for insurance who suffers because of the number of traffic accidents that happens on the road by people who can't drive, who don't know no road code nor road laws. The more accidents that happen is the more the insurance premiums are going to be put up. And let me tell you guys something. I have done at least 2 videos on this matter with the motor vehicle examination depot. But I'm going to do a quick recap for those who came in late. I left England where I got my driver's license by driving for it. And that license, I could drive cars, I could drive pickups, I could drive trucks and buses. The only thing I didn't have on my license was trailer. And let me tell you something else about my background. I was driving from I was 21. Because I couldn't afford to buy my license, I never get it. Them turned me down. It was when I get to England that I drove for it and I drove for my license and got it legitimately. And it's a white man with blonde hair and blue eye who passed me. So you know, say, when a man like that passes you, you're well past. That means you are a real driver. Because you can't bribe them man so easy. Not to say that corruption no exists in every country for everything, but I go hard for a black man to find that in England. Anyway, you see, when I came back to Jamaica, I tried to change my license over to a Jamaican driver's license. In a nutshell, they sabotaged my written test that I was to do, that I had done. Tell me some pass. Tell me some pass the driving test because I had driven before, and I tell them yes, I have a license from Britain and I've been driving for years. And they say, okay, fine, come back for your license tomorrow. You see, the next day when I went back, they said they can't find piece of my test paper, so I have to go do over the test again. Must do over the test again. And I told the person whose minibus I had borrowed to do the test. And him said, listen, they must sabotage you because they never get no money from you. And they want money from every single body. No matter how you can drive, they have to get them cut because they have them quota to meet. And they were going to frustrate me and make me sit the test 3 or 4 more times and sabotage me in every way in order to get money out of me, even me. So, I couldn't bother. I had my life to go on. So, I just give them my money and then give me. So, if me, a person who can drive, who was such an experienced driver, I tell you something else about me. The vehicles I used to drive in Jamaica was Ford Transit. Who remember Ford Transit? Them little vehicle here. And remember, them are not coming at automatic. And I was driving from the age of 21. And the first time I drove an automatic was when I was about 37, 38-year-old. I didn't know how an automatic drive. I've always had standard vehicles all my life. A man like me, with so much driving experience, still did have to buy my own. So who else you think in Jamaica never buy them license? I can declare, say me did have to bribe to get my license. I can tell the world that. But I could have drive. But these men who were placed there are under so much pressure to bring in the money for the politician who give them the work there that nobody on the face of the earth is willing to clamp down on it. Not even when I'm a kill off little baby and kill off people. Because so much accidents on the road. And why not think our traffic road deaths are so high? Because too much people who don't know if to drive upon the road. So the government are kill off people because it have put money in them pocket to the corruption of the motor vehicle examination depots. Car without brakes, good brakes, no problem. Car with tire where rub down where other cars blow out on road and kill people, no problem. Any rickety jalopy, your car go up there. Just give them a money and you get fitness feet immediately. And can do so without any repercussions when these things are found out. How are you able to do that with impunity? And it is so rampant. And the government know, and them a do it, and the government openly a do it. Because if they wanted it to stop, it could stop. So, I don't want anybody to feel for even a single solitary moment that the government does not know what's going on. And each side, when they go into opposition, they keep the men there to give them little extra money on the side because that is them cash cow. And the entire nation suffer because the insurance companies don't suffer, you know. Because the more crash them have and the more liabilities they have to pay out, is the higher they raise the premium. And the more people are dead. But nobody cares. As I said to somebody on Friday when I read the story, you know, I said the only people in Jamaica who do not bribe somebody to get their driver's license is the examiner's wife, him picnic them, and him side chick. Every single other human being in Jamaica had to bribe somebody. Then you think it is so rampant that every single body of Jamaica had to bribe somebody to get the driver's license? You don't think the government don't know? Them know, but them do it. And everybody is silent on it. And that is the reason why no matter how much people you catch who cannot read and write, or who are not qualified to have a license, the reason why none of them are going to catch trouble is because the big people upstairs are protecting them. Remember me tell you now. Everything we talk, it falls on deaf ears because nobody cares. So this video is not done in the hope that somebody going to see it and do something. This video is done just to enlighten people and make them know, say, don't get the thing twisted. You want a driver's license? Just go buy it. The person does not even have to turn up at the examination depot for them even look on him. They have to do no test. Just send somebody with the money. That's all you have to do. So, whenever you see your insurance premiums going up, and every time you see an accident on the road, remember, it is the government. The government is complicit in causing those people to lose their lives. And I'm telling you that what people are to do when they suffer any loss in a motor vehicle accident where they are not at fault, to sue the government. Make sure that a test is done to see if the person can read and write, or they examine them to see if they know the road code. And if they don't, and they have a driver's license, then the government is liable for issuing a license to somebody who cannot drive, and they are complicit in the death of your loved one, or loved ones, as the case may be. Thanks for listening. Like, share, leave a comment below, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.